Hey there, Facebook. How you doing? It's Cars and Coffee Dave here. It's a beautiful morning here at Eazy Repair and Detail. We're down at 35 Cleveland Avenue, just off Murfreesboro Pike or Road, if you prefer. Totally up to you. So there's downtown. There's the Batman building. Got a nice view of that. And this is where we're at. Bam! Check that out. And we got a couple cool cars here in the parking lot of Eazy Repair and Detail. These guys kind of do it all, and by do it all, you will see what I mean here in just a minute. Some cool things going on inside, some unexpected things that you wouldn't see on an everyday basis. And I do apologize, I'm not running with image stabilization today. Just kind of came down here on a whim, and I saw some cool stuff, wanted to broadcast more, and this is my reward. So there's an E60 M5 here that just looks really, really clean. I believe it just had a bunch of work done to it from another shop here in town and somehow ended up here. But SMG equipped. Looks like we got black leather on the inside. Good looking E60 M5. I'm gonna be careful here as I cross the road. And then we've seen this car before, Audi TT, in the that fancy Porsche Cup livery that everyone loves. This car gets a lot of attention everywhere it goes. Great looking car. And then we've got this. This is a, I believe, a 99 M Coupe that was in here for some paint work. Wasn't in a collision, no damage. It just had some fading on the paint, and you can see the reflection there is just stunning. I mean, that is a mirror-like finish, and there I am. Ha, hi. So look at that. It looks like they're just about done. Got a couple spots to touch up, and then throw the grills in there and back to its owner. So here's the man himself. This is AZ.
Hey, how's it going?
From Eazy Auto Repair. And so tell us about your shop. What do you guys do?
Well, pretty much everything. From your smallest little chip and scratches to your big collision hits to your restoration jobs. Just depend on what are you in for.
Absolutely. And I notice you've got a nice shop here, and you've got some cool projects going on.
Yes, sir.
There's a Hellcat around the corner. There's a few Porsches. There's a 350 or 370Z here.
Yep.
And
Yes,
there's
sir.
also a truck with an interesting story.
It is.
And
Very interesting.
and before we show our viewers that, I want to check this out. What is this? This isn't part of this because it's a similar color, right?
Similar color, of course. This motorcycle gas tank and the fairing over there to your right.
Oh, hello. I didn't even see this here. If it was a snake, it would have bit me.
But yes, sir, those are a tail section motorcycle for a customer. Motorcycle repair shop right down at the end of our street.
And that's got quite a finish on it as well. I mean,
and if you actually look, this is what it looks like before we buff it. So every painter gets a little bit of trash here and there, and those sand marks are from where there was little bitty nibs.
Okay.
A couple spots here that we wet sand and buff before we deliver every panel that we paint, basically.
Okay.
Try to keep us a little different from your average shop.
Well, honestly, I didn't even see that, so you've got a very sharp eye there. And another thing that I need to pay closer attention to, but right here is just stunning. So,
It is.
So you guys, this is a paint booth behind me, right?
Yes,
That's what
sir.
that is?
Yep, right in front of you. It sure is.
Okay. And it looks like something from Jurassic Park. I'm sure there's some raptors back there or something.
Some amazing things happen inside of there.
Hey, there's a raptor right there, a bird of prey. So I got it right. Yes.
Right?
All right.
But yes, sir.
So yeah, now this car was just the hood, or was it the fenders as
It was,
well?
the hood, the fenders are basically part of the hood on this car in particular. But he came in for damage on the front bumper with rock chips and just wear and tear, normal wear and tear. Same thing with the hood, and then had a couple of clear blemishes in the hood. So we actually stripped the whole hood, stripped the whole bumper cover, refurbished them basically, and then repainted. We also blended the fenders for color reasons.
Okay.
Because it is a not your average color that you can panel match.
And Storal Blue.
Yes.
Right? From the
Yes,
E36.
sir.
And this is an E37, I believe, being the M Coupe.
Yep.
But I'm sure if I'm wrong, someone will call me out on it. Now, is that a new roundel?
It is. And then we have new Kenny grills for it. We're just waiting for them to get here. He's actually going to pick it up tomorrow.
Okay.
Be ready for delivery for tomorrow.
Good Randalls are hard to find. They're plentiful on eBay when there's lots of cheap Chinese knockoffs
Yeah,
available.
but we order everything from BMW when it comes. We try to use all OEM parts as much as possible, as long as the customer is willing to pay for the parts difference. And insurance company usually wants to put aftermarket parts on a car, any car that's 2 years or older, basically. But we try to fight for the customer. And
the OEM does make a difference.
a huge difference, absolutely. Just for the quality reasons and a little bit easier on our part too. Aftermarket parts do not fit 100%, of course.
Yeah.
Should say that, but
Absolutely.
we make them look good for the most part. But please be my guest. Take a look around.
Yeah, and thank you. I will do that. And will you just follow me for a second? Because I did have a couple of questions on some things.
Yes, sir.
There was a truck that I wanted to see.
Yes.
I believe it's this one right here.
This one right there.
So, when you tell people that you fix all kinds of things, this is one of those things that you would immedately think of. But
Yep,
I believe
a bullet hole.
That's a bullet hole.
That is.
So,
And there's the bullet
and there's the bullet.
to go along with the hole. Absolutely.
And wow, that's just, I mean, honestly, I've never seen a bullet hole in a vehicle before.
We found that in the bottom of the door.
So I gotta say, the stickers that everybody puts on their cars to make it look like it's all shot up, those really aren't that accurate because this looks totally different.
Yes, very different.
Somebody needs to make a better bullet hole sticker that looks like that.
Yes, they definitely should.
Wow.
Maybe me and you should make one day.
You know what? I think that's a good idea. I see a lot of money in that. But yeah, so you guys are gonna take the door off or not take the door off?
No, so before we paint on all cars, we'll take the door handle off. These rubber moldings will come off, and we will shoot the whole door. We'll take this molding off. Everything gets taken apart when we shoot a panel to get the clear coat under those edges. Your typical person wouldn't see the difference in it, but in the longevity, quality side of it, if you want it to last, any good painter will tell you to take it apart.
Yeah.
Is the correct way to refinish a panel.
Yeah, it takes a little more time,
besides-
but if you do it right, you get a better end
Absolutely,
product.
and he'll be able to keep the paint job forever as long as he keeps the truck, most likely.
That is impressive. I can fit my whole finger in there.
Yes.
That wouldn't want that being me. Wow.
No. Glad it was just parked. So he was just parked at home, and that happened. Somebody in his neighborhood was obviously target shooting and just missed the target completely.
Yeah,
and
some
hit
sort
an
of
opposite target.
some sort of accidental discharge or
Absolutely, but
someone not following the rules of firearm safety.
Yep, yes sir. And this is a rear bumper that we're repairing in progress right now. The whole top of it was pushed in. Insurance company wanted to pay to repair it, so couldn't talk them into a new bumper cover, but we're gonna repair this one.
Honestly, I think the coolest thing here is this cool little rig you've got to hold it. I mean,
Yes.
that's so useful.
It is.
I mean, how often do you have like a big part and you don't know where to put it or how to put it? But I mean, you guys do this every day, so
Yes, sir.
You've
Yeah, we
got all
got plenty
these-
of them. We have quite a few of those.
it's the little things with me. It
Yep.
really is the little things. And then I
Yes,
see
sir.
you've got a bunch of hoods and stuff here. What does that do?
Those are all the parts to this 370Z that we're doing a color change for a customer.
Okay.
He didn't like the color white. That was the option that he had when he went to go get it, and wants us to do it going blue. And in process, I know it's a brand new car, very low mileage, but at the same time, we are going to do a whole color change.
It's
So
like a
we'll take
transformer, like in the middle of transforming, like it's just shed all of its skin and it's got just the core and the engine left. And
That's
I mean,
exactly what it is.
not a lot to see in there, but I mean, I guess you have to do this to for the next phase of everything you're doing.
We actually put plastic on them to keep them from getting so dirty.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, we don't.
I
Because,
noticed
mean,
there's a lot of sanding in here.
a lot of sanding, a lot of dust. The guys usually wear masks
Yeah.
for the most part. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
but
that.
hey, safety third, man.
Yes,
Safety
sir.
third.
Yes, sir. So I mean, they try their best. Sometimes if you're sanding, they got fans in front of them.
Yeah.
The
No,
sand
there's
doesn't
plenty
stay.
of ventilation in here.
It is.
And I saw your guy standing wearing a mask, so.
There you go.
But so this is a VQ37.
Yes.
VQ37. There's a nice shot of one. Serious strut tower brace here. That's from the factory, right?
From the factory. I don't think anything is aftermarket on this car at all whatsoever.
Okay.
Not yet, anyways.
Yeah. I mean, that's the same design as that's in my car, so that's cool to see.
Yes, sir.
Good design. Other places. All right. So now, what is this? This is a Hellcat, right? Hiding under the plastic.
I'll unrelieve one part of it, the part that we're repairing. We haven't started yet. We were waiting on the insurance company for approval.
There's the Hellcat logo for
Yep.
proof. Little habeas corpus there.
We waited 3 weeks. We just got the approval yesterday to go forward with our repairs.
Okay.
And the guy took it to somebody in Memphis. They put a clear bra on it. When they were pulling it off, because they had a blemish in the clear bra, ended up pulling paint. So that's what his insurance company is paying for us to repaint it and then put a new clear bra, which will be done by Eric at True Shine.
Okay.
He does all of our clear wrap for us.
Nice.
And then we can move forward with, these are a couple of bumpers.
That's a BMW?
That's the same front bumper to the rear one that we're repairing over there.
Oh, okay.
And that's the 370Z bumper cover that's in progress, of course.
And then it looks like we've got a row of Porsches over here.
Yes, we do. We have 3 of them at the moment, and all 3 of them are projects.
Okay.
They're all restoration, not 100% by any means. They are all 50%, which is considered as a paint restoration and a body repair restoration. Not anything to do with the chassis. It is not a frame off restoration by any means at all.
Okay.
But we try to get them to look as good as possible when they leave here with a fresh paint job. And
now people can see examples of what you've done on your Instagram at Eazy
Facebook.
Repair and Detail, right?
Yes, sir. Eazy
Okay.
Repair and Detail, and that's the actual word, A-N-D. Easy spelled with E-A-Z-Y.
Because this is AZ and he is the man.
I try to be, buddy.
And it's his shop, and he can spell it any way he wants to. And that's the funny thing, because the first time I heard it, I thought it was E-A-S-Y-2, and then I saw the logo and put it all together, and oh, it's AZ, and this, okay, I get it.
Yes, sir.
That's clever, I like
I
it.
did. I put my initials basically in the middle of my business name. Me and my friend actually came up with it one night just watching TV, and he was like, what are you going to name your shop? And I was like, I don't know. And he was like, what about Easy? And I was like, I guess. He was like, well, you want to work easy, but nothing in here is easy. I can promise you that. And nothing's in here that comes in and goes as easy as possible. But we try to make it look that way, that's for sure.
No, a lot of hard work, a lot of cool stuff going on in here.
Yeah, they're actually taking this one as a individual that brought it in for a color change. He wants to go back with the factory color, which I have yet to reveal yet.
Okay.
Will soon, but it's going to the strip masters to get it all stripped, sandblasted, all from inside out. You can walk over here and take a look. The interior is completely out, which he did that on his own.
So a little owner assistance in the teardown?
Absolutely, and actually a little glimpse of what the color will be is right here.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's
so this
what
is
the
a very
factory color.
I like that. That's like like an ocean blue. Like,
It is. It's like more like a
blue
teal green.
Oh, sorry. I tilted my phone the wrong way. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. I got a little overzealous not being with image stabilization today.
So everything all the way to your jams, everything comes off, everything will get sandblasted, everything will get painted. It comes completely apart as far as the bodywork goes.
Okay.
Body panels, per se, on this vehicle in particular.
Now, I'm not quite up to date with my Porsche chassis codes for this year. Is this a 996?
This is an 80.
Okay.
This is an 80 Targa.
Okay.
SC 911.
I got that one wrong.
I've actually restored 2 other ones like it. If you go to my Instagram and Facebook page, you'll see that. I've done a coupe already. The first one I ever restored was an 84 coupe, like this one in particular, just like this one. This is an 83.
Okay. So this is a repeat of a
Of
very
what I've
similar
already
car
done.
you've done before.
Same color and all.
Oh, all right.
It was white, just like this one was. This one, these 2 panels have already been blasted. We've already repaired some panels and put them in primer, getting it ready for paint. These are the type of damage that we look for when we get one blasted, trying to let the customer know that there was previous damage.
So are those bad welds?
That is a very, very bad weld. Very, very unprofessional.
So this car was damaged
not
at some
acceptable
point
in
in the
our eyes.
past, and someone hacked it back together.
I think it was involved in an accident in the rear because we found the shop that was actually damaged, and of course the taillight was changed out to try to hide the damage. But there was actually, everybody that has came by my shop and seen it, they seen on our Instagram page too, there was over an inch of Bondo in this quarter panel.
Oh wow.
That very unacceptable in my shop.
No, that's a lot.
We're trying to, in the process of trying to find a skin for this quarter panel so we can replace
So you're
the
just
whole
gonna
skin.
cut? Okay, you're gonna just get
Cut
rid
it,
of it.
get rid of
Just
it, get rid of
all
the whole
it.
damage, put a new sheet of metal on there, of course, and weld it all back up and get it back to new as possible.
And there's the engine hiding in there.
Yes, sir.
So I mean, a lot of tape and a lot of protective coating around here. I know
Yep.
I know there's nothing really up front, but I did want to get the interior.
Yep. And the floor pans and all have actually been done in this car. It's very hard to tell. Got a little bit of dust on it here, but that is Pour 15, which is a rust promoter. It keeps it from rusting. So the whole floor, the whole back, everywhere has been done. Once again, done by the individual customer himself. Walked them through the whole process from start to finish.
Is it the same owner for this car and this car?
No, sir. No, sir. No, these are two different owners. Just have the same exact view on this on a totally different body. Similar car, but of course different body.
Is that a trend that you notice among Porsche owners in general, that they're more DIY? Or
they are. I should
or
say
is that a
that
yes and no, and it depends on the person?
it depends on the person. One will go a little bit further along with their vehicle than the other one, and depending on, of course,
And
how
some-
much the cost is.
Yeah, and some people just don't
how
want to get their
picky
hands
they actually
dirty
are.
and don't
So-
really enjoy that aspect, the mechanical
Yeah, and
hands-on.
I think these two individuals understand it, and they don't mind getting their hands dirty in the process. They just cannot do the paint restoration because of what it takes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Those are more panels for this car that are ready to be primered. We try to get them in primer as soon as possible.
I gotta say, I think this is cool in and of itself. I don't
That
really,
is
I don't know what the hell this is. But
So those are all of our pulling clamps and stuff that go to our frame machine. When you get in a big collision wreck, for instance, and the frame has to be pulled, those are the clamps and chains and everything else that we use
so you can fix a car that's been.
in a big collision wreck.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, we do pretty much everything, from your custom paint work to your fine small chips and scratches
So
to your collision.
is that a 928 or a 944?
944 turbo.
Okay, let's go take a look at that.
Absolutely.
Going through hood lane here.
We have started in progress on the quarter panels. The front of it has not been touched yet. It came to us with the whole interior completely out of it as well. As most of them do usually take the whole interior out because I don't want to get it dirty in the process or
Yeah.
ruin the interior. It does get a little dusty in here, as you can tell.
Yeah.
It is a body shop. It is not a showroom.
Like I said, there's a lot of sanding going on over there.
A lot of
so-
sanding. But yes, sir.
Awesome.
And just on one panel, this is the kind of thing, this is the amount of sandpaper that it takes to sand a panel down for anybody that's curious
Wow.
about what it takes.
What grid is that?
80.
80?
We use coarser too. It depends on what it takes. Just
So,
depends.
Just want to rip it off.
Rip it off. We strip the whole paint off the panel, and then we repair it, and then we get it ready for paint. And that is
Is this
actually
like
the
a-
sunroof to that coupe.
Oh, okay. Cool.
We have panels everywhere. We got a parts room upstairs that's completely full.
Who's this?
This is my little buddy, my
Hey,
best
buddy.
friend.
What's your name?
Aeon.
Nice to meet you, Aeon. How you doing today?
Good.
You hang out here a lot?
Mm-hmm.
I heard that you're the big boss.
I'm not.
He said, I'm not.
Do you keep everyone in line when they get out of line?
He does.
He does.
He does a great job at it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to teach him young. That's what they say. So, yes, sir.
Well, I wonder
So-
I wonder if he's going to have any interest in
This-
following in your footsteps and
I-
doing what you do.
In a way, I hope not.
Yeah.
But in a way, I hope he does. I hope he keeps the name going one day.
Yeah.
This in particular hood we have here came off of a 2010 Chevy Tahoe, which everybody knows that as sun fades, oxidation, the paint starts coming off, the clear coat starts coming off, and we strip the whole panel completely once that has happened, of course. Show you a panel on the truck right back here.
Of what it looked like before.
Oh, absolutely, you'll see it. The roof is still like that, as a matter of
So,
fact.
sorry about the glare. There's just a tremendous amount of glare there. That's been
Yes.
kind of doing a William Shatner thing the last few minutes. But yeah, I see that. And unfortunately, I have a car that's not too far behind this. So I'm going to have to bring the X5 down here and maybe get you to take a look at that.
Absolutely.
But that, let me see if I can zoom in there. No. Oh, there we go.
Same thing with the tops of the fenders. We'll strip the tops of the fenders and repaint it, and when we get done, of course, they'll look just as glass like that.
So this is a Tahoe LTZ. What year is this?
2010.
2010.
Yes, sir. As you can see, it's at the end of the tunnel, so it gets all the dust right here at the very end. We got all of our fans facing this way.
Yeah, a little wind
Towards
tunnel
the
effect.
front.
Okay, I got you.
Got a little wind tunnel going inside of there, trying to keep us cool as possible in this hot heat.
Well, thank you very much, man. Oh, what's this?
This is a customer's individual car that a tree fell on in his driveway.
That's right. I forgot about that. So basically, if you've seen the Allstate commercials where mayhem happens, that's what happened to the owner of this vehicle. And so we've had a bullet hole in a truck. We've had some just about total restorations. We have lots of paint stuff,
Yes.
customization, the hood repair on the M Coupe. And so where did the tree fall? It
Tree fell over the whole car.
Oh wow.
And just different branches. So the primered areas that you're seeing over here,
I thought it was just the bag.
no, it fell over the whole car. So this was a big dent right here that we've repaired already, and this is primer. This is what every dent will look like. You see those Bondo areas that you showed?
Yeah.
This is the primer that we put on before we paint.
Okay.
So we'll put them in primer, and then we'll sand that.
So-
and then, just like housework, basically.
Quarter panel, A-pillar, or
Front fender.
front fender. We got a door, the A-pillar, the roof. I'm sure the sunroof was broke, wasn't it? It survived.
It survived.
Unbelievable.
Actually. Unbelievable.
So we've got quarter panel here.
Yep.
And then, was
No,
the glass broke?
No broken glass.
No broken glass
no
at all.
no,
How
at
did that
all.
happen?
I could not tell you. But the picture that he showed me and the insurance company, this is an insurance job, by the way. We work with a majority of the insurance companies. There's a few that we do not. And that's just because they've given us problems. They don't want to try to cooperate with us to make sure that the car is repaired properly. If they don't let me repair it properly, I usually turn them down and try not to work on them.
Yeah.
And because they have their direct repair shops that they go to, of course.
I understand. Nobody wants those problems.
No, sir.
So I saw your guy sanding this down earlier, and
Yes, sir. So
Can I
there were
touch
some
it?
scratches, and that's what he's checking for, to get all the scratches out and getting it ready for paint.
all right. That's pretty
Same
cool.
thing with that panel too.
Oh, and then we've got
You
Yeah,
call
that's a
that
pillar?
cell panel.
C-pillar? What?
Yep, cell panel.
Cell?
Like on a sailboat, just hanging out.
Oh, all right.
Because it curves. I guess that's why they call it a cell panel. Couldn't explain
Oh.
it to you. That's what it was always broke down to me.
All right, so this is just one big continuous
One big
piece.
continuous all the way to the quarter panel. It's considered as a cell panel.
Okay, I did not know that. Learned something today.
So something else new, rocker moldings. The very, very bottom. Yeah.
Wow, so this car just got totally beaten up. I'm surprised.
Totally.
I'm surprised. I mean, obviously the limb wasn't that heavy. Otherwise, they wouldn't have. It would have been way more damaged.
It would have. I'm sure it was if it was any bigger than what it was, that picture that he showed me.
And the light didn't break either. You just took it out to paint.
We just took it out.
Yeah.
We take everything out of the way
I
when we're
wanted
painting
something
a
to be
panel.
destroyed on this car, and it just
Actually-
didn't happen. It's all superficial.
It is. It's all.
Actually, that's
All
not
right.
right over there. It's right over there.
Well, is there anything else you got going on here, or is that it?
Oh. The cool thing about it is, about the whole shop, is that we make our colors right here in-house.
Wow. I walked by this at least twice, and I didn't even see it.
This is a German paint made by Lesenol, of course. Asco Nobel. We have a computer that we get the paint code off the vehicle,
Daddy,
and then
Can I show them how to do it?
hold on one second, buddy. So we mix all of our own paints, of course. We put the paint code in the computer, it gives us a formula. We mix it. Does it match 100%? No. We still have to tint colors and do things like that, of course, just depending on the color.
Totally understand why I wanted to push the button.
Yeah.
I would want to push the button.
You want to
too.
push it again? Show.
Let's see this button pushing.
So they're all stirring at the same time.
Yeah.
We have to start stirring for 15 minutes every 3 hours.
Really?
Yes, to keep because the metallics, for instance, on silver, they will all sit at the bottom, and then the transparent color will sit up on top.
Okay.
Same thing with the manufacturer. They shoot out of 55-gallon drums. If your car was shot at the beginning of the batch, you got the top. So your color is totally different than if the paint was taken from the bottom of the barrel.
Okay.
Some people don't understand it's only a paint thing, I guess.
We don't have to do it like
Well, no, you're in depth in your field. I love it. Because honestly, I never even thought of that. I had never
So
even
that's
thought
the
of
reason
that.
why of the whole mixing machine. I don't think they make stirrers for 55-gallon drums. They just shoot them as they go.
Cool. So we got a lot of technology, a lot of cool cars.
Yes, sir.
And wow, it's a cool thing you got going on in here. Now you've been out to Cars and Coffee
Several times. Keep playing on it.
We talked about your yellow Viper.
Yes.
I love that car. I got to go for a ride in it a couple weeks ago. And it was a lot of fun.
It's amazing. I wouldn't be able to do it if I didn't have amazing customers and things like that, of course, to be able to make it happen for myself just as much as I like to put quality work out for them.
Absolutely. And what's your website?
I do not have a website currently.
I'm sorry about that. What's your phone number? What's your Facebook and your socials? It was Eazy Repair and Detail.
Eazy Repair and Detail. And then, of course, that's on Instagram, Facebook. Our phone number is 615-485-4191. If you cannot get in touch with me, please email me at eazy.repair.and-detail@gmail.com.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you very much for having us
sir.
in today. We'll get
Absolutely.
out of here so that you can turn the big fans back on and it'll cool off in here. But thank you very much, and
No,
we'll
you
see
guys
you at
for
the next Cars and Coffee.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.